today. From Soldier Field in Chicago.
We'll watch the kickoff for New Orleans.
It's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bears getting the football here offensively, and the man in charge at QB. It is fourth year now from North Carolina, Mitchell Trubisky.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did... exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 63 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
1st and 10 at the 40.
They go play action with Trubisky. Rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down now, it's Patterson, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, Trubisky steps away. He's going to take off with it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Stepping up, he's going to keep, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
This is Murray. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he is going to have a Saints first. Down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
12. 1st down, New Orleans.
On 1st down, Murray. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. It's Brees. Finds his target, Montgomery. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run with Murray. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Now this time, Brees will throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have had. Held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brees. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Come on with it, man. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Saints nothing.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
I'll be giving up respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Here's Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. Jared Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And this now 3rd and 11 after that second down completion actually went back a yard. From the shotgun is Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 2nd down and 4. Trubisky. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now Trubisky to throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On the move to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And Trubisky's going to keep it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, he'd had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And start to lose its effectiveness. Now you got 3rd and goal coming up, and can you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. And that is caught. Jimmy Graham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll run on 1st down. Murray. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll go down at the 28. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Breeze now on 1st down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
At the Bears' 22-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Play action. It's Trubisky. He may try and run for this. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky out to his left. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now it's Trubisky. He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there just before half. Time, 61 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Rolling to his, and he takes this one in for the Bears touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky in the final seconds of the first half, and the Bears have broken the tie. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. And a white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. We have hit halftime. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. On the return, Deontay Harris. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now Breeze on 3rd down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Sanders. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On 1st down, it's Murray. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bears.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. 7th play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Steps away. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Patterson on the carry. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Saints.
Here's Trubisky. And Graham's got it over the middle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jimmy Graham, likely coming near the end of what has just been a tremendous career. One that started for him as a member of these Saints. He played with them from 2010 to 2014, and in that span, he was twice a 1,000-yard receiver and 3 times a Pro Bowler. He will always be remembered fondly in New Orleans. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Chalk that up as their 1st sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. As when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the 1st half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you? To the end zone, get you 6.
For 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Breeze will try again on second down. He finds Latavius Murray. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And the Saints first down.
To throw is Breeze. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Saints.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down. Sanders has it over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Breeze to throw again. Bike, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bilal Nichols able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky, he'll find Miller. That's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Inside the 15 before they drop it. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Trubisky will throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. There he goes, right side.
In your face!
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick six. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
On the coverage.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. On the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Bears on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Now Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Trubisky sacked by Sheldon Rankins.
He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Harris returning. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So here are the Saints to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Brees again here on 2nd and 10. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now it's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it's 3rd and 5. Again, it's Trubisky. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't run the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run, it's Murray. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. To throw is Breeze. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 veterans, Breeze to Sanders there for a Saints first down. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Drew Brees with a kneel down, and that ought to do it.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee.
Kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for New Orleans, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss will drop them